Welcome to 10-Minute Labs. I'm so excited. Erica, are you excited?
I'm stoked.
Because I get to do 10-Minute Labs with Erica tonight. And Erica, I don't know if I ever even know how to say your last name right. Steitenroth, because Erica's been a moderator of Lab Code Agents longer than I have. And I've messaged with you in the chat. We have this private, if you guys want to know the real deal, we have a private moderators chat for LCA. That's where the real stuff happens. Oh, and you got a fan behind you. Look at that. You already got a fan behind you. I love it.
I ate 4 slices of pizza.
Which is perfect, because here's how I was going to say it. For anyone who doesn't know Erica is an agent in the Houston area who sells houses. Like, she's real. And look, what I was going to say is Erica is a mom. Look, there's someone right there. She's like, I want to be part of this. So Erica is a mom. She has 2 wonderful girls, 6 and 11. She's a real agent. She is lovingly described. Someone put a Facebook post in LCA the other day, described her as a community evangelist, which I'm very excited to find out more about that. Buying your first investment property, which is rad. But like, you're a real agent. Like, you're actually out there working at a very high level, but day to day with buyers and sellers, right?
If you don't, yes. If you don't hear, you're grounded. I'm sorry.
So we will not be discussing any hard questions on parenting. You're good. Deep breath, shake it off. Bye. All right, cool.
Bye.
Let's do this. We're going to set a timer.
Yeah.
For 10 minutes. This is 10-minute labs. We're ready to rock and roll. Ready? So let's get my thing here. Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes and counting.
All right. We got our timer set for 10 minutes. First question for you, Erica, is to put you in the hot seat in the world of everything going on. Well, what keeps you awake at night?
I would say the things that keep me awake at night, I'm hyper focused in on my business. And so I'm one of those personalities where I have a difficult time shutting my mind off. And so, honestly, I am so embedded with my work that a lot of times it's thinking about transactions, it's thinking about my clients, it's thinking about different situations that we may be in. Sometimes it might be family stuff too, but honestly, and kind of sad, a lot of times it's work. It's work that keeps me up at night.
It's not sad at all. I think probably most people watching this can relate to that. if you don't stay awake at night as a real estate agent, well, at least some nights, probably you're not doing enough deals. So when you're obsessing over things, you didn't use the word obsess, but if you were to obsess over something in real estate, like in a good way, like a positive obsession, what would you obsess over?
If I were to obsess over something in real estate in a good way,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, lately I would say, is
it the community? Like, why do they call you a community evangelist? Like, do you obsess? Like, is it community connection? What's going on?
That I've been obsessed with lately, and this actually ties into what I'm doing also with my business, is I've been doing a lot of community spotlight videos. And back when COVID started, I started a Facebook group called Katy Neighbors Helping Neighbors. Katy is the city that I live in, is a suburb of Houston. And my idea was that there's all these sites out there, there's all these groups who are complaining about different things going on. I wanted a community group where we could lift each other up. And actually the slogan is, we rise by lifting others.
Ooh, I love it. So say that again. We rise.
We rise by lifting others.
I love it.
Yeah. And so with that group, I've started seeing people who are small business owners in our community who are struggling right now with their businesses. And so I launched another company group called Discovering Katy, Texas. And my whole thing in Discovering Katy, Texas is spotlighting small business owners and doing videos. The great thing about it too is I'm not charging them for these videos, and at the end I'm putting in my real estate information. So it doesn't start out saying I'm Erica Steitenroth, a real estate agent. It starts out all about them, and my information is just slid in at the very end of the videos. And so as far as being a community evangelist, somebody had noted it said something about it today, and I was like, oh wow, I mean that's a pretty amazing thing to say, but I don't feel that, that's me. I feel like I'm trying to do a small part to use my platform and my network that I've established in order to help other people in our community and bring attention to them. And so those are things that I think about at night on serving others. How can I serve my community? How can I serve my clients? and how can I support my community while serving my clients, right? So yeah, does that? Yeah.
I love it. No, it's a service first mentality, which is what's probably brought you your success, right? You're focused on making not only impact in your clients' lives, but on your community. I love it. So I mean, this came out of COVID. What's been your biggest challenge? I mean, obviously we saw at the beginning, if you watch from the beginning, you saw one of your little ones sneak in while we're trying to do a Facebook Live. With that, and I'm just saying it's real. This is real life. Everyone watching this gets that. Like, no one judges you. That's like, believe me, I got two little ones too. So what's been your biggest challenge during COVID?
Honestly, mindset has been a huge struggle. My business has been absolutely fantastic throughout this whole thing in Texas, or at least around the Houston area. Real estate was considered essential, with the exception of maybe 2 weeks at the beginning. And so we've just been going gangbusters. And I know a lot of other agents watching this, you guys have, a lot of you have had great markets as well. But it's been the mindset, it's been, trying to get out of all the negativity. My family, myself, we did an interview on LabCo a few weeks ago. I had COVID.
Erica, did we lose you?
COVID. Are you there? Uh-oh. I'm still here, and you are frozen on my end.
That was strange. I don't know if we lost you or me. You back?
Okay. All right, I'm here. I got you now.
I don't know. That was my side or your side. The satellite disconnected momentarily. CNN, can you patch us back in? Thank you. All right. So we lost you around the world of your saying mindset. I don't know if everyone else heard you, but I lost you around the time where you were saying it was really just trying to get out of the negativity. So what did you do?
Trying to get out of the negativity. And after I went through having COVID in June, and my family did, there were some things that happened in my life. And I realized that I needed
Hold on. Pause right there. So I forgot to mention that. So you had COVID in June.
Yes.
Okay. So this pandemic, you actually had it. Okay.
Yes.
So after you had COVID, then what happened?
I, just to make a long story short, I decided that I needed to cut out a lot of things in my life that didn't matter anymore. And so you and I were talking, outside of being a real estate agent, I serve on the PTO board for PTA, same thing, for my children's elementary school. I do continue to do that, but at the time I was also serving as the community organizer for our HOA. I was on the board of directors there, and I decided to cut the HOA out of my life. I was just done doing that. And I honestly replaced that with my community spotlight videos. So,
which are probably a lot more fun, and you probably make more money doing the spotlight videos. And you probably help more people doing them. Not that your HOA doesn't need you, but
yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a few minutes left. What do you think? I mean, you're a pretty experienced agent. What do you think is the biggest mistake experienced agents are making right now?
I think that agents who are not delving into their sphere and nurturing those relationships are missing out on a huge opportunity. I am not one of the agents that sits in cold calls. I don't call for sale by owners and all that other stuff. And everything is just it's so much more personal. And I think transactions go so much better when we're working with people that we want to work with and working with our tribe and being ourselves. I see some agents out there who are afraid to be legitimately and truly themselves. And another thing I see is agents out there who are caring about what other agents think. We all need to do us, attract our tribe, and go get our business. And that's it. Your vibe attracts your tribe.
I did a labs with Noelle earlier in the week, and she literally said, "Your vibe attracts your tribe." I think that's exactly what Eric is describing right now, right? Yeah. That's it. And so, all right. So so how do you do that? Because we have a couple more minutes, and I have one other question. But how do you attract other than being authentic, just being you? What do you do with your sphere? What are you doing on a daily basis?
So I do a lot with videos, and I know that, when you interviewed Noelle, that she does too. But I do a lot with videos. You just have to, don't care about, just don't overthink it. Just get on and do it. Connect with people. Use the power of social media. I see people getting off of social media or saying they're going to go on hiatus and take a break. be yourself, put yourself out there, because when you put yourself out there, even if it's things where you're frustrated by what you're feeling, I shared my COVID experience live on Facebook, and people connect with you. And when you can make those connections, it is going to help bring you, the real estate agent, as a real person to somebody else. And when you start building the relationships and people know who you legitimately are, everything will build your business up. It will.
I love it. All right, we got about 1 minute left. What is the best advice you'd give to brand new agents or newer agents right now?
The best advice that I can give to brand new agents is stop chasing squirrels. Okay? Stop chasing squirrels. You attend things and you're like, "Ooh, that's a great idea. Ooh, that's a great idea. Ooh, that's a great idea." Seriously, there is a reason why there is a book called The One Thing. Find what that one thing is for you and go full force into it. And it might be one or two or maybe three things, but just don't let all the noise out there distract you from what the goal is. And the goal is building your business and making money. You are an entrepreneur and you have the ability to make as much money as you want to. So don't let the shiny objects be distractions.
I love it. You are so perfect in your timing. I'm just going to smile for the next 5 seconds and say, Erica, that was incredible. I don't know, here it goes. Here's the timer. There you go. That was your 10-minute labs. And I'm newer we're using StreamYard for this broadcast right now. So I don't know if it allowed me to play music, because as you were talking, I was like, I queued up this song. Let's see if you can hear this song. Hold on. Let's see if it works. Can you hear that?
Yes.
I was trying to play Don't Go Chasing.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
There you go. That's how I was trying to end it. If I'm going to figure out how to play music, to share music over streamer next time, because that when you say stop chasing squirrels, that's what popped into my head. All right, agents, stop chasing waterfalls. Right? That's it. Thank you. 10-minute labs. Erica, have a wonderful night. This is so much fun.
You too. All right. Thanks.
Bye, guys.